I know people are frustrated with the churches right now and not directly helping people like they, should or have historically. It's really because of the Great Depression. That's the reason. That's kind of where things shifted. Before the Great Depression, churches were the aid in the community. You see, before the 1950s, like 80, 90%, 90% of Americans were Christian. There were Christian prayers in school. It was part of the curriculum. Most people attended a church in their community. And when they tithed or donated, the churches would then give back. And when the Great Depression happened, that is when the government started funding welfare initiatives because people were absolutely destitute and the churches could not keep up. And what happened is the government was helping the welfare of the people and the churches couldn't do it on the scale of the government. So they kind of started funneling those funds that they would get inward. This resulted in building larger churches and putting money into the congregation. And this is when kind of things started shifting and churches became more insular. Suddenly they were, putting money into their aesthetic and more into missions where they send people abroad. The money went to advertising and other things like that because they didn't need to fund the community because government was doing it. And then today, when the government is shut down and not funding SNAP benefits, the churches a lot of them don't have reserve funds to help the community because they're spending it all on other things. I don't think it should be this way, but that's just the way it is. And in the 70s and 80s, you get the rise of the mega churches and all the money gets funneled inward, or it is specifically for congregation members. Now, is it too harsh to judge them given all those facts? Fuck no. Because we should be judging them by the standards that they claim to live by. We also have to understand the fact that a lot of churches, not the mega churches, but the small churches, it's not that they are unwilling to help, they are unable to. They've got aging congregations, they're small, the people showing up, it's less and less. But a church doesn't have to be wealthy to be compassionate. They could, find resources for people needing help, partner with community food pantries, things like that, which does happen, and it's happening in my community. Ironically, it's not the evangelicals that are doing it in my community, it's the Seventh-day Adventists. So anyways, that just explains why the churches aren't helping.